Hello everybody, this is an astrological forecast for Libra for November 2013. This also applies if you have a Libra ascendant. Lots going on this month for you Libras in your relationships, your work, your finances. It's all happening, as I know many of you are feeling these huge cardinal changes that we're all experiencing. But Venus next month, your ruler, goes retrograde, of which of course I shall be talking to you in December, but it's exciting. I think this Venus retrograde is going to enable you to look at what gives you pleasure, what you enjoy, and to go more deeply into this and to integrate more happiness and more joy in your life. So let's start out with November 3rd, where we have a new moon solar eclipse happening in your second house. And boy, as you can see, that's a heavily populated house for you this month, Libras, with Sun there, Saturn, Mercury, which is retrograde for the first 10 days of the month, and this solar eclipse. So the solar eclipse here very much affecting financial houses, the second and eighth houses being triggered by this solar eclipse. So what you can expect, Libras, is maybe some adjustments need to be made in terms of your finances. Maybe you need to look at the way you're spending money, your spending habits. Also look at how you're budgeting. Also, what are you planning financially? With Saturn there may have been some pullbacks. Maybe you haven't had as much money coming in as you would like or you've been used to. But it's also a wonderful time for restructuring your finances, for getting real about things, and also for looking at what's important to you. Remember, the second house is not only about finances, it's about your values, your priorities in life. Maybe you need to get your priorities in a different order, and that this new moon solar eclipse will shake up those finances and values a little bit so that you can improve everything. Remember that astrologically, we can always use these aspects for a positive impact. I always find that we can use astrology to be empowered by it, and that's why I do these videos, is to empower you, to say, look, there's a heads up for you here now, Libras, this month on your finances. Really look at them. Look at your insurance, your tax, your banking situation, your earning capacity. What are you planning? What are you doing? Do you need to learn some new skills? Do you need to study more? What is it you're doing? It's shining a light on this area. So that's how I feel the astrology can be very helpful. Now, with Mercury retrograde for the first 10 days of the month, I'd be very careful about signing important contracts, especially connected with money, finance, work, during the first 10 days of the month. It's a very good time for researching things connected with money, for researching what you want to do financially, for improving your finances, but not the best time for taking action. So try to wait until after that Mercury goes direct for you in that second house. Now, for the first 4 days of the month, your ruler Libra in this third house. Great time for social get-togethers, doing something socially with people maybe in your neighborhood or around you. Also a good time for learning, for studying something, and for taking a short trip. You might have decided on having a weekend away somewhere, just a few days of planning a trip. And then on the 5th of the month, very important, your ruler moving into this fourth house, joining Pluto there. Now, Venus normally stays in a sign for a few weeks, maybe up to a month. But this time, because she's going retrograde next month, which I shall discuss next month, she's going to be there in your fourth house until March the 5th of 2014. So this is a really important time. You may be looking at your home situation. You may be thinking you want to move. And if not move, then redecorate, make your house feel warmer, better to you, more comfortable. You may want to also do something. It's a wonderful time for getting together with friends, with family, with people you love. Of course, many of us have got the holidays coming up, but this will really also enable you to go more deeply into your roots, for those of you looking as to where you've come from, your ancestry, your past lives, things that you've brought into this lifetime. You may be really going into more depth about that, looking into that. Also, some nice experiences with the people that are close to you. This Venus really should make you feel good about your home environment, and if you don't feel good about it, that Venus will push you, because it's your ruler, into beautifying it, making it feel good, making sure that every part of your environment has a good feeling to you. Now, all month we've got Mars in this 12th house. This is a very good time for working alone, for doing something in the peace and quiet of alone time. Now, Libras, I know you like to share things, and this Mars in the 12th may feel as though you're not getting enough feedback from people. Don't look for it during this month. Really try to meditate, to enjoy that alone time, because next month Mars comes into your first house, so conserve your energy this month. Conserve it. Really pace yourself. Do things where you recharge your batteries. That's what this Mars in the 12th house wants you to do. Recharge. So just think about it. When you put a battery into recharge, it's quiet. It's a quiet process. Then when it's recharged and you put it back into your camera or wherever it is, everything's up and going again. That's how to see that Mars energy in the 12th house. On the 17th of November, we have a full moon in Taurus in your 8th house, opposite this solar eclipse in the 8th house, shining a light on joint finances, shining a light on as well anything connected with loans, with banks, with mortgages. It's also shining a light on your passion, what you're passionate about, and also a wonderful time for looking at anything metaphysical, anything connected with astrology, tarot, all of this. It's shining a light in that area for you. But do be careful about getting into any kind of joint situation with anybody else financially. There could be some emotional issue coming up. Also a good time as well for going deeper into an intimate relationship, for taking it to that deeper soul connection that we really all look for. On the 22nd of November, this Sun moves out of your 2nd house and into your 3rd house. Good time for taking a short trip. Another opportunity, you had it before in the first 4 days, you get it towards the end of the month as well. It's also good for selling something, for negotiating something. It's very good for socializing a little bit, getting out and socializing towards the end of the month. I know you've got the Mars in the 12th, so you won't be going madly social this month, probably, Libra, but a little bit of social in preparation for next month, when I think there's going to be a whole lot more social on the horizon. Jupiter in the 10th, bringing you opportunities connected with your reputation, your career, what it is that you want to do in the world, what it is you want to contribute to this world. Because we all want to contribute, and Jupiter's bringing you people who maybe you can learn from, or you're going to be teaching other people some of the things that you've learned along the way. So there you have it, my dear Libras. I wish you a great month. Thank you for subscribing, for sharing, for commenting. I love hearing from you. Bye for now.